Hello, bonjour. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you are here. Do you know that Leonardo da Vinci lived in France during the last 3 years of his life? Leonardo da Vinci traveled to France in 1516 at the invitation of King Francis I of France. He lived and worked at the Château de Clos Lucé under the patronage of Francis I. The Château de Clos Lucé, or simply Clos Lucé, is a charming Renaissance manor house located in Amboise in the Loire Valley of France. The estate has since become a fascinating museum dedicated to his life, work, and inventions. Today, please come with me to see the final residence of Leonardo da Vinci. Let's go! Allons-y! Clos Lucé is a 15th century chateau, originally built in 1471, just a short walk from the Grand Château d'Amboise. In 1516, François Ier, or King Francis I in English, a great admirer of Leonardo, invited him to come to France as premier painter, engineer, and architect of the king. If you want to see the French royal chateau that's likely to have been influenced by Leonardo da Vinci, please watch the most luxurious hunting lodge, Château de Chambord video. Francis I offered da Vinci a generous pension and support to pursue his work freely. The king gave him Clos Lucé as his residence, just 400 meters from the royal chateau, Château d'Amboise. Da Vinci arrived with several of his notebooks and masterpieces, including the Mona Lisa. You see why the Mona Lisa is hung at the Louvre in France. If you want to see the essential artworks and artifacts at the Louvre, including the Mona Lisa, don't miss the 12 must-see masterpieces at the Louvre video. At Clos Lucé, Leonardo continued working on scientific studies, mechanical inventions, architecture, and art until his death in 1519 at the age of 67. Clos Lucé is a charming red brick manor with elegant stone detailing. It feels more like a refined residence than a grand fortress. The rooms are filled with a Renaissance charm. Thick carved wood, cozy fireplaces, and big windows looking out over the lush grounds. Leonardo da Vinci's bedroom is surprisingly modest for such a genius. A sturdy bed, a writing table, and big windows looking out over the gardens. This is where, on May 2, 1519, he is said to have taken his last breath, reportedly in the arms of King Francis I, who was a close friend and admirer. Whether the touching scene happened exactly as legend tells, it is debated by historians. But standing in the room, it is easy to imagine the atmosphere. In Da Vinci's study and workshop, I see models of his inventions displayed alongside sketches, showing how his imagination leaped from paper into reality. In the recreated studio of Da Vinci, I see crafted reproductions of his sketches, manuscript pages, and drawings. I find Leonardo da Vinci's notes and diaries so fascinating. They are like windows into the mind of a true Renaissance genius. He kept thousands of pages filled with sketches, observations, diagrams, and thoughts, not just on art, but on anatomy, engineering, mathematics, botany, astronomy, and even whimsical inventions. His curiosity was without limits. Da Vinci made notes on how light bounces, how birds fly, how water swirls, how the human heart works. There was almost nothing he didn't want to understand. One of the most interesting things about Da Vinci is that he wrote in the mirror script. Leonardo often wrote from right to left, using a reverse script that can be read easily only with a mirror. The kitchen was part of the living quarters Leonardo, or rather his cook and servants, used during his time at Clos Lucé. The kitchen is restored to evoke the ambience of the early 16th century. And underground exhibition rooms. There is a fascinating collection of models based on Leonardo's inventions, from flying machines to bridges, so you can see his genius in 3D. 4D detailed recreations of Leonardo's inventions are displayed. These include an aero screw, an articulated glider, a machine gun, and an early concept of an automobile. Each model is accompanied by explanations and interactive displays, showing how far ahead of his time Da Vinci truly was. And there is a chapel for Queen Anne of Brittany. The chapel features beautiful stonework and frescoes. This serene space was originally built by King Charles VIII in 1490 for his wife Queen Anne of Brittany as a place to mourn the loss of their children. I go out to explore the beautiful and vast landscape garden of Clos Lucé. The gardens are a mix of styles, blending the classic French formal gardens with the touches of nature that feel relaxed and inviting. As I stroll, I come across life-size models of Leonardo da Vinci's inventions scattered throughout the grounds. These bring his incredible ideas to life in a fun and interactive way. It is delightful to see his sketches turned into real walk-around exhibits. It is a Leonardo da Vinci park, a beautiful landscape garden with open-air exhibits of his machines, bridges, and designs brought to life. It's like walking through his imagination. Clos Lucé is a historical home filled with personality and inspiration. The entire estate is a tribute to Leonardo da Vinci's genius, blending art, science, and invention. And it is Da Vinci's last home. This is where he spent the final 3 years of his life, working under the patronage of King Francis I. Walking through his bedroom, study, and workshop feels like stepping right into his world. I see his inventions come alive. The chateau and gardens are filled with models of his machines, based directly on his sketches. Also, from the neat formal Jardin des Apprentis to the shady park filled with giant trees, it's a peaceful place to wander and take in views of the chateau. Clos Lucé is a truly perfect spot if you love history, art, or simply beautiful places with a story. If you have enjoyed it, please do give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again next week. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my weekly videos. Thanks so much for watching.